Hey guys, welcome back to the New Year's resolutions podcast, where we talk about our New Year's resolutions um, and stuff like that. We have on two guests. We got Susie and
Yes.
Skyla.
Hi.
We got SS on. You gotta
Well,
you gotta
I would not abbreviate my name to
get.
that.
You gotta be careful with that.
Can you censor that, Morgan, please?
Dude, fucking finally, for once, it's not me making the World War II joke.
How quickly can we mention a Nazi of the podcast?
Speed run.
Normally, like it's Morgan. Like every single time it happens, it's Morgan's fault. But
I can't help it. I have like terminal like boomer brain.
I was
terminal in our damn government.
You guys got to get a little closer to your microphone. Troubleshooting.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta. You guys are friends, right? You gotta. Yeah. It's chill.
Yeah.
So what's everyone's New Year's resolution? This is the New Year's resolution podcast.
We're returning from our hiatus, our winter break. Busy month going on. A lot of people are traveling. We've been doing a bunch of stuff. So
I'm going to Chicago.
It's a miracle that this is even getting recorded. There are a lot of moving parts coming together to get the show to work. So
yeah, we almost Savannah right now.
Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, we're in Savannah for that drive up. Yeah, for a penis convention. It'll be fun.
What's going on in Savannah?
Penis convention.
Penis convention.
Yeah, they're gonna have puppetry of the penis there. They're gonna make weird shapes with their penises.
Can I go?
I mean, I imagine
you have to get an invite. We're guest speakers, so it's pretty exclusive for that. But you can probably pay the $100 and get one of the passes.
But I'm Grugcell from Twitter.
You can't hook us up.
We can get you a VIP badge. You know what? By the way,
some strengths.
Do you know what puppetry of the penis is?
What?
No.
Okay, so it's this show that came from Australia where it was this dude with like a long dick and a dude with a really tiny dick, and they would do weird things with their penises, and like they would make like essentially origami out of their penis and stuff. And the guy with the small dick essentially like talked his shit and like inverted it to make it look like a pussy. And it's very interesting how this was like a show that I think it's still going on, just with different guys. But
how does that conversation to start?
I know like 3 dudes.
What?
I know like 3 dudes in real life who can do that. That's just what Atlanta is like.
Damn.
Doing funny stuff with like your penis is like just typical bro behavior. I don't know.
Yeah.
Unironically, yeah, my friends and I played penis games when we were in high school.
Well, what were the rules?
We would just play different games. I don't know.
Rock, paper, scissors?
We were just like bros being dudes. Playing. I was a homosexual, but they just thought it was funny.
Well, that's good.
What was your favorite one?
Jousting.
How did jousting go?
It's like chicken.
So like you were trying to like who could like touch the other's tip, like whose thrust would connect, like kind of like that hand slap game.
You would like run at each other with bonars.
That's a. Oh my God.
How would you win?
Don't be the chicken.
Did you guys see they're rebooting Young Sheldon? They're doing a spinoff.
What the hell is that?
Younger Sheldon?
They're doing a spinoff of fucking Young Sheldon, focusing on his brother.
Middle Sheldon.
Wait, what?
Young Sheldon is like wildly popular. It's like one of the most popular shows on TV.
Really?
I think it's like the Young Sheldon clips with the like you know on TikTok how sometimes there's clips from movies and like Young Sheldon specifically that aren't actually the clip, it's like the clip, but they don't have audio, and instead it is like a poorly translated Chinese text-to-speech describing what's happening.
Yeah.
I think those are the best. I love watching I love like 2 a.m. I'm having one of those moments. I have to go to the bathroom. It's perfect. It's you can just sit back, turn your brain off for like 20-30 minutes, a minimum 2 a.m. bathroom time.
What?
like how-
You got another issue you need to work out, I think, than young Sheldon.
I think Young Sheldon is like probably some of the most basic slop you could ever consume. So to get like an even more distilled version of that slop is just like,
It's also on 1.5 speed.
oh my fucking god! I fear for the future. I fear for our future.
Yeah, it's true. I can't even read. I never learned. I was on TikTok since I was born.
You're one of them iPad babies. When was the first time you got like? What was your first touchscreen?
Hold on. This is breaking news. Tom York is a Zionist.
Yeah.
No,
Damn
I
it.
saw that. I was like,
I
oh
heard-
no.
This is
Yeah.
like genuinely heartbreaking.
This is terrible. The first conversation I ever had with you, Paige, was about Radiohead for like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
And
you know, believe it or
that
not,
has been
that's like a really common occurrence.
You just like Radiohead. There's nothing wrong with it.
I don't remember what do we talk about, Susie? What do we chop it up about?
I nervously walked up to you because I was like, oh my god, that's Paige. That is the Grug cell. And then so you got off the Melee TV and I was just like, hi. And then you're like, oh my god, and you immediately gave me a hug, which immediately just made me feel like, oh thank God.
Oh
Thank
yeah,
God
I'm a hugger. I love to hug. I love
That's
That's
it.
real as hell.
It's an immediate good way to break the ice if like you know someone from
It's like, hi, I
online.
know you from internet.
Yeah.
I know
Do
you
you
from
wanna-
the screen.
Do you want to touch me, stranger? in like a
bad.
vulnerable sense.
I'm literally
Get
so
over here.
I'm literally like so awkward every time I meet up with someone like from online.
Do you
No.
do a handshake?
No, I just like hit them with a lane stare or whatever. Like the fucking like 1,000-yard stare.
Like a high five at least, though, right?
Maybe.
That's
I'm
not
like the
gonna.
exact opposite. I like have trouble interacting with people online because I feel like I'll come off as weird and creepy. But then like the moment I talk to someone in real life, I'm just like I'm just like, oh, they're a person. They're right in front of me. It's easy.
Yeah.
Like I met Anna recently. We spent New Year's together at a party at Skyla's. That was very
Yeah.
fun.
It
Met
was
Natalie,
awesome.
hormone abuser, in person at that function. It was very nice.
Damn, they got the whole
And yeah,
squad.
it was just like I was like, yeah, I know it was good. It was really good. Ava was there. A couple other people from Twitter were there. It was really fun. Yeah, no, like people are people. Why should we treat them? So, why do we gotta deify people?
Listen, I'm not afraid of other people. I don't fear people who have like clout or whatever. I'm just a weird guy, okay?
Morgan bullied me before I was friends with them.
Bully is
That's-
like that's like a very strong way of putting it. I
No,
was very
Morgan,
like curt
straight
towards you.
up, Morgan bullied me.
That's because I thought you were fucking being like I thought you were faking being from Atlanta, okay? I was very upset. I thought this is like a stolen valor type situation.
Yeah,
Morgan, are
Morgan,
you from Atlanta, or were you kind of just white knighting for Atlanta?
me.
I'm not from Atlanta. I was just like you can't. I thought Paige was Dutch actually.
Yeah,
Like
because of all the
100%.
screenshots. Yeah.
Morgan,
Yeah.
Morgan was like accusing me of stealing valor, like Atlanta
Morgan,
valor,
may-
because
May I
being
ask
from
a
Atlanta is
kind of-
kind of like a meme.
Yeah.
Morgan, I have a question for you.
Yeah,
Where
what's
you don't
up?
need to be specific. Where are you from?
I'm from Philly.
You cannot accuse people of stolen valor if you are from a very different city. That's absurd.
No, but they're both very
well.
gay
Okay,
cities.
I thought she was Dutch. All right, so
That's fair.
like
I guess
the idea of like some
think
like
somebody's European,
rich
that
Dutch
kind of
person like LARPing is like
You
an
thought I
Atlanta
was rich
local.
too? What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Well, everyone in the fucking Netherlands is like fucking like it's a wealthy country. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's why they all have weird accents.
Yeah.
They yeah, Netherlands is very wealthy. They have a lot of tourism. A lot of British people go there to do drugs for like 2 weeks and then go back to the British country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple European countries that are just like the definition of grinding by your lonely. Like they're just very well off for because no one thinks about them. I haven't thought about Switzerland in a hot minute outside of The Hague, but
They have.
I went to the Czech Republic once and I drank like a bottle of absinthe, which is like 70% alcohol.
it's just crazy.
How big is a bottle?
I forget. I probably didn't drink the whole thing, but I maybe drank the better half of it. It kind of like tasted like licorice, like very alcoholic licorice.
Yeah, that's what I've
This-
heard. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
This is back when I was like 19 or like 20, so I had more stamina back then, more than I do now. Like now, if I did that, I'd fucking be in bed for like 5 days after.
Yeah, it sucks. I actually get hungover now, and it blows.
I
Yeah,
got a
that's
really bad
that's the worst part about
hangover
fucking
on
getting
New-
older.
I got a really bad hangover on New Year's Eve afternoon. I was fine in the morning, and then it just steadily got worse for like 4 hours. But other than that, I've not had a real hangover for a minute.
Yeah.
I generally don't get hungover very often.
That's because you're like 16.
I don't get hungover either. The last time I like really drank, I went to the skate bar in Atlanta and I was like throwing up outside. I had way too much and I somehow made it to safety of my friend's house who I was staying at. And I woke up the next morning and I opened up Guilty Gear and I was fine.
Nice.
My play was crispy. I was making call outs. Alcohol did not affect me.
I do like that the am I hungover gauge is Guilty Gear and not waking up.
Yeah, I care about Guilty Gear.
Guilty
Oh,
Gear is
yeah.
awesome.
Waking up. I like to put my priorities in the waking up part, and then everything else comes after that.
A lot of people like this happens all the time on the Sneed cell. Someone will mention someone or something and I'll say, "What?" I only play Guilty Gear. That is all I do.
Yeah, I have trouble like playing single player games, and like I've kind of just sworn off buying them because I'm like I'm gonna play them for like 4 or 5 hours and then be like, oh, this is really good. I'll find time to play this sometime, and then I never do, and I just
Play
play
Disco
Melee.
Elysium.
See, that's one I think I might actually be able to get into. I want to get my mom into that one. I feel like she'd enjoy it. It's just like a sci-fi novel, but like in a game. So
Your mom?
You get your mom into it.
yeah, my mom like chooses games to just be obsessed over. She was really obsessed with Link's crossbow training for a long time.
That's a really funny game to be obsessed with.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is wild.
She had nights where she couldn't sleep, and she would like wake up. It's like she's like, I gotta get the platinum in this level, and she was like explain because like you would get like these like bomb arrows that would like just like the AOE stuff, and like she'd be like, actually, you shouldn't hit the golden scarecrow there because you actually get more points if you save the bomb arrow for the later target. So that it's like it's teasing you, but you don't shoot it with the bomb arrow. And I'm like, Mom, you're
getting strip
up.
teased by the scarecrow.
Yeah. The
That's
scarecrow's
crazy.
flashing around its hay-filled pussy.
Yeah, my parents are like a generation and a half too old for like video games of any sort.
My mom likes Super Mario.
That's crazy.
My mom does too. My mom really likes Mario. She doesn't really play it much. She used to like make video games, but she never played many. But she just like conceptually really likes it. She said that the only video game that she really likes to play is Mario Kart because she doesn't like to be good at it. She just drives backwards and makes it last longer for other people.
My mom, like growing up, I had a Game Boy Advance with Super Mario Advanced on it, which is like Super Mario World. It's like a Game Boy port for that. And my mom would play that game for like literal hours. She beat that game like 3 times on the Game Boy Advanced when I was a
Damn.
kid.
My dad's always been on that World of Warcraft shit since before I was born.
That's kind of base to be like
Grindset.
someone that old who has like a put together life, but to just be like, no, I got a whole other life. I'm a gamer.
Well, my dad did something similar. He had a RuneScape 2 account, and he would sit me down and he taught me how to mine in RuneScape, and he would just let me do that while he was working. So all I would do is like
Your
I was my
dad
dad's
used
mining
you for
bot.
labor.
Yeah, I was
Your dad
unpaid
used you
labor.
for slave labor.
It's so cool. Yeah, my dad had like a similar thing of where he cheated on my mom.
That's dope. We gotta get more men doing that.
Suddenly,
That's
my
awesome.
dream is having kids so I can use them for minions in video games.
Yeah.
Like I go to work and I go, hey, you summon, get on all of my RuneScape accounts. I've never fucking played.
If you
RuneScape.
have-
That's like historically the reason to have kids, so they could tend to your farm, so you could
I'll
like
I'll
so you could like
make
work
That's a
the
good
land.
point. Holy fuck.
I'll get like 7 mouses. I'll hook them all up to a computer and I'll have them all click furiously in Cookie Clicker.
I think
You can
that
just set up a damn auto key. That's way simpler.
if you had
it's way
7
too-
kids,
That's not
you could-
morally ethical. It's not good.
You
shouldn't
could
you
probably-
need to use humanity. Humanity is beautiful. That's what children are for.
if you were to like make children play RuneScape, if you had 7 kids, you could probably max out at 28 concurrent RuneScape accounts.
Ooh.
Maybe like 56, because the most I can play on at a time is 8. So
Oh.
you could like get a kid to play on 4 to 8. Maybe.
I ask like the specifics of how this works. Like, do you just like swap between them? Do you like have a lot of monitors and you just like hook them all up to like one mouse?
I have 2 monitors, and you can make the RuneScape clients very small. So what you will do when you're like, it's not quite multi-boxing, but when you're, oh yeah, I have a screenshot. Check general. This is what I would do before I had 2 monitors. This is a screenshot back from 2018.
How do you have screenshots that fucking old?
My archive is 2 terabytes. I archive literally everything.
I have nothing from before like this year. I delete all my shit. The feds are on to me.
No, I archive literally everything.
That is perverted. You had a goon cave in RuneScape.
That's so sick.
Yeah,
That's
so
actually so
this is before I had 2 monitors. So if I were to do this now, I would have 4 on one monitor and then 4 on another monitor. And I would just like AFK on all the accounts.
That's like the
That goes
architect in the
crazy.
Matrix. There's all the different separate screens, just all these different lives that Neo is leading. It's beautiful. That like must give you some feeling of like control, right? It's like I'm in charge right now, doing all this. This is me.
Yeah, I also just like really love. I mean, this screenshot is gonna be over 5 years old soon, and I'm still doing this.
Oh shit.
Yes.
So
That's
it
sick.
also just tells you that I'm probably just fucking like retarded or something. I'm like
No, it
autistic or
tells me
something.
that you're dedicated. This is what any good American should strive for.
Strive?
Drive? Like
Drive?
Guilty Gear?
Oh my god.
So how about them tunnels, huh?
Tunnels.
Everyone's
do you-
obsessed with tunnels right now. Everyone's about digging and excavating. I've been seeing this.
Can I say, imagine, the only thing I care about in the tunnels is imagine how cool a fit pick in one of the tunnels would be. Like, that would be an amazing fit pick location. Like, you know how kind of, like, having cool locations is kind of, like, really, like, good for having an amazing fit pick? I think that if your amazing fit pick is taken before the tunnels are introduced as a real life concept, like before the patch notes added them the other day, and And then you had that on your Instagram like from a week before they came out, and they were like, everybody was like, "Oh shit, you were in that before it was cool." That's fire.
Oh, they got fuzzy hats like that. They've got really big fuzzy hats like Jamiroquai, and I fuck with them.
I want to explore the underground Chicago tunnels while I'm in Chicago.
Wait, what are the Chicago tunnels?
Those are the ones that the Italians dug.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, they have like Italian Chicago tunnels.
Oh, I was joking.
Yeah, didn't they have they had like a system of tunnels to like deliver mail in Chicago or something, like at the
What the
turn of the
fuck?
century? Yeah.
That's actually really cool.
The turn of the 19th to 20th, or like 20 years ago.
They did
What?
not 20 years ago, 120 years ago.
God. People want to return to the earth right now. There's that lady who's like digging under her house, like
Oh,
fucking with her neighbors and shit.
I think
She's my
she got stopped. I think the
she
cops
got
had to
shut
stop her.
down because she didn't know what she was doing at all.
She what?
I don't know.
The-
She was
Some woman on
autistic.
TikTok who like was digging a system of tunnels underneath her home.
Did
Technically,
they
it
make
wasn't
her
a system,
stop?
It was one.
Yeah,
They did
she-
make her stop because like her like neighbors were like, I just hear rumbling all the time and I hear like drilling underground and I'm just very concerned.
Apparently, she'd done other DIY stuff before. She had a 4-story addition that she built on her home by herself that I don't think had foundation, and like that, like obviously also a little rough. And I guess the only reason she didn't get reported for so long is because most of her neighbors are immigrants and did not speak enough English or were not confident enough in reporting.
Yeah, they didn't want to go to law enforcement because they feared deportation and shit
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
What's her? This can't be real.
It's so it was addressed by like wherever she lives.
Yeah, considering there is like law enforcement record of this happening, it is absolutely real apparently.
Oh, I just looked up Tunnel Girl TikTok and it's real. What the fuck?
yeah.
But that's just like I don't know. Building
will
a
say,
system of tunnels is like inherently appealing to me. It's like I just want to be like in Kingsfield 4, just going through the tunnels, the labyrinth.
I get it.
Yeah,
Well-
they made a whole song about digging tunnels. The Yogscast did.
Oh my god.
She looks like the type
Yeah.
that big as just like a side thing.
Much like how the children yearn for the mines, we all like listen. Climate change is gonna ravage the earth. We have nowhere to go but down. Literally. Like,
Yeah,
like
we're gonna build underground like in fucking Armored Core 1.
exactly. I do think it's actually genuinely like a viable thing. Like instead of making this giant like single strip of a city in Saudi Arabia, they need to just make like a mole people city, like the city of Ember or something.
Yeah.
Can we make a tunnel?
Yeah.
The Sneed
Do you-
Tunnel?
We
Yeah,
should do that
can-
for just this episode.
We should have
should
like
also-
we should have a Sneed tunnel that connects all 3 of the Sneed cell hosts together.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
massive fucking tunnel. Yeah.
A tunnel from Atlanta to Arizona to Ohio, so we can all like hang out.
It
That'd
should
be
like
fire.
just like a little bit too inconveniently small for it to be comfortable, so you have to kind of crawl through it.
Well,
I
I'm
feel like-
really
provide.
tall.
Those
You can
you
like
know those
slide.
videos of like those white people and like they're caving and they're like let me try to crawl through this increasingly tightening space.
Oh, I hate those.
Those are awesome.
I feel like that's a bad idea though.
Every time I watch those, I just get one of those like little like anxiety heart rate spikes. That's like,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta watch the next one. Actually, like I can't watch
Oh
this.
no.
Video.
I gotta make sure you're alive, you know? There's one video of it where this dude is like caverning and like it just starts flooding. And he's like mostly
my-
underwater like as he's getting out, and it's like, dude, I don't trust. Like, why do you trust Mother Nature like that?
And there's this thing with them. Like, everybody that makes those videos is smiling the whole time. They're like, yeah, I don't know. We just got a
Yeah.
little stuck. I'm kind of feeling a little bit of pressure. The rock is pressing against my chest. I'm not super happy about it, but they all look like they were just given like a cake in first grade. Like they are beaming, and none of them ever like outwardly show that they're anxious, which is all
the-
anybody that's watching wants to see when they're like so close to what we perceive as dying.
Yeah.
They're on that caver grind set.
The guy who got stuck in like Nutty Putty Cave, I bet he was like happy the entire time. He was like, this rocks.
I mean, he died from a heart attack related to anxiety.
No, he was probably so excited. He was stimming in his little cave cubby.
He got so hard, all the blood went to his boner and it left his brain.
Do you think there's any like cavers that don't actually like caving? They just have vor fetishes?
What?
It is kind of like you're being eaten.
Yeah. Do you think there's any that are just like, oh, it's so wet down here? Like being really
Maybe
weird.
it has something to do with like what's it like the autism roller?
The contraption thing.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't remember what it's called. I'm just googling.
This conversation
autism
is making me
roller.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
sorry.
Not the autism roller, the cave
The
stuff.
vor?
Sorry.
Yeah,
Like
I like tunnels. I don't like vor.
No, yeah. If I'm in a tunnel, I want it to be wide. I don't want to touch the sides.
I would argue most people that go into like small spaces do not like vor.
Yeah, white people
Yeah.
be doing the craziest stuff. I let my brother is visiting me, and I let my brother borrow my car, and I got my car back, and there was just like caked mud, now hardened, in the exhaust pipes of my car,
What?
and like in both of them. And I'm like, what the fuck are you trying to kill me? Are you trying to give me like carbon dioxide poisoning?
Was he like mudding? Like, how did he get it in there?
I think he went horseback riding or something.
What?
With his car? He rode the car like a horse.
He parked the car to go horseback riding.
I'm going to Phoenix this year
Oh
Dude.
shit.
to play Guilty Gear.
Let's
That's
do it.
awesome.
Phoenix is what can you say about Phoenix?
I wanted to go when I was in Arizona, but my friends didn't want to go for the detour, so I didn't get to visit Phoenix.
It's kind of like I don't know. It's kind of like a suburb of.
I went to Flagstaff, and Flagstaff was awesome. There are so
Yeah.
many homosexual twinks in Flagstaff. It is crazy.
Yeah.
All I know about like most Arizona cities is that you can cook an egg on that sidewalk. You can do that.
Oh yeah, like people are
Just
over the
me.
summer, like people were getting burns because they would like trip and fall on the sidewalk, and they'd get
Oh
like
my
3rd-degree
God.
burns. And
That's
like
You're not-
people's and like trash bins would be like melting, like people's ceiling fans would be melting.
I think God made Earth with like the intention of some zones not being unlocked yet, so it's supposed to be unable to live there. And we were supposed
Yeah.
to do something to unlock those areas, but we decided to just move there anyway.
Well, no,
So we can just get burned to death by like the ground.
we decided to pave over them and make them even hotter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arizona gets like surprisingly cold like in the winter, so like
Yeah.
you just get like jump scared by like 111-degree heat.
There's no way
Okay.
some of the mountain ranges aren't just supposed to be like map boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go to New Mexico sometimes to visit my friend who would do like trail work in like it was in like Ruidoso, New Mexico. Like it was kind of like this one very hilly area in the middle of like plains. So it was like Colorado, but in New Mexico. It was really cool, and it got super fucking cold. It got like incredibly cold there because he like worked up in the mountains, and I was like really surprised. Like it was like summer, and it was like 30 degrees at night. It was really weird.
Yeah.
30 degrees Celsius or 30 degrees Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit. Like just the mountains.
Fuck out
it
of
gets
here
really
with fuck
cold.
your Dutch ass fucking Celsius. Come on now.
I'm not Dutch.
You're not beating the Dutch out.
I'm Not Dutch. Your phone just kind of spells things wrong sometimes.
No,
Not Dutch,
no,
I'm just
no. My phone spells things normal. Did you know that Twitter laid off its localization team? So every single feature that they ever add on Twitter ever again is going to be only in English.
Oh,
my
that's awful.
So like all of the new Twitter features, none of them have been localized to Dutch, and I can only imagine that they haven't been localized to any other languages either.
Yeah, Twitter
That's
just fucking sucks.
That's really funny, though.
So if you don't know English and you use Twitter for something like say you're a fucking you live in South America and you use Twitter for your news, you're fucked. if that
Yeah.
if that app updates enough, you're not getting your ass is not getting news anymore.
I get
I turned off auto updates on it because I wanted to keep the bird icon, but then literally it just stopped working if I didn't update it, and it was very sad to get that fucking disgusting X. It was very sad. Why
Yeah,
do they just-
you're
why do they
fucking
remove it?
you're trapped in on that shit.
yeah.
I think
I have a question I've been dying to ask. Susie, do you have like a loose pig in your neighborhood?
Huh?
I went on like a walk at night, like by your house, right? And I swear to God, I saw like a loose, like tiny baby pig running around.
I mean, there's like a couple cats in the neighborhood. If there's a pig in my neighborhood, I'm very excited. I love pigs. That's awesome.
Like
But no,
Sounds like half
hypothetically,
like pig.
it could have been like a cat, but like it was a cat that really looked like a pig. If it was a cat,
I have never seen a pig-like cat, even though I wish cats like I wish one of their fur colors that would occur naturally was pink, but
yeah.
no pink curly-tailed cats in my neighborhood.
Susie, and I guess like Susie's mom has a cat that is that Susie says is very pig-like, which I would agree to. But
He's very muscly. He and has a like bobtail, and I call him my little pink pig. He's a good little guy.
can you do the sound that you say he makes?
What?
Meoink.
Oh, if he was a pink pig, a little pink pig cat, he would say meoink.
you know, I asked a question earlier, like probably
Yeah.
30 minutes ago, and Morgan fucking derailed me. What's everyone's New Year's resolutions?
Dude, I'm
Mine,
trying to do a better intro. Come on.
my New Year's resolutions is to have fun with my friends.
That's beautiful. What about you,
That's good.
Morgan?
Me, you can do me last.
Okay. My resolution is to end my celibacy. I'm done being an incel.
Yeah.
I'm done being an incel.
Congratulations.
Incel is no more. You're just Sneed now.
I'm done being incel. What about Susie and Skyla?
Right, you want to go, Scott?
Well, one of mine was to not talk about the penis convention, but I guess we're past that. I don't know. Being real, likely just to not drop out of school because I want to finish school. I have a year and a half left, and I know for a fact that every time I have to go to class at 8:30 in the morning, which is every day except for Wednesday, I want to drop out, but the funnier answer is to not talk about penises, and I'm just not doing well at that one.
Yeah, you fail at that one pretty constantly. Yeah. My
If you say that, they might know I'm gay.
my resolution is to do more art related things like release music and perform live, and then as a secondary one, get that fucking bag, get money. I need money. I'm so poor right now. I need money.
I'm gonna change my answer to exactly what Susie said because it's a better answer.
Get your money up. Your resolution, both your resolutions, is to get your money up.
Not my funny up.
Not your funny up. Yeah, no, like I've been working 12-hour shifts at work recently because
Say what hours they are. That's the
oh,
real
they're
kicker.
they're 2 to 2:30, 2 in the morning to 2:30. Because I work at I don't know if y'all know this. I work at doing plant stuff. So currently, I'm being given overtime for some projects that need to be done. So taking advantage of that fully, despite being very antisocial because of that. But yeah,
I was picking her up from work today before we drove up to Savannah, and I was trying to just find gas. And when I was trying to find gas, I did not realize, but I just like one of the roads just turns into the entrance to the Lockheed Martin facility. So I just drove into the Lockheed Martin facility, and I had to say to the gate, and I couldn't just turn around because it was one way, and there was a cop parked right next to it. So I just had to like roll down my window and tell the guy at the gate, "Hey, I missed my turn. I'm sorry." And he was like, "Yeah, just go in, take the first right, go around." It took me an extra like 15 minutes to like pick Susie up.
can I get a missile? Can you give me a missile? Please, just load it into the trunk.
I will say, when he let me in, and I know they would like definitely stop me and like they'd get me and shit. When they opened the gate, there was nothing further that stopped me from just driving like if I wanted straight into the parking lot and like doing whatever the fuck I wanted to in there. I would not want to do that. That seems like a headache. But I could have, which was a really weird thing to think about, that I was that close to the Lockheed Martin facility.
You would be killed immediately.
I know.
Morgan,
Yeah,
what
you
is
wouldn't have a
your
chance.
New Year's resolution, Morgan?
I'm always trying to like, I don't know, like be less online and like do more constructive stuff, like read or whatever. I've been doing pretty good so far. Like I've been schizo like the entirety of the month of January. Like I haven't had any sugar to eat or whatever. I was like, I should probably not have beer, but I've had beer, unfortunately.
Beer is good for the soul.
Yeah, I had fucking takoyaki for the first time the other day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
It was dope.
I've had really bad
takoyaki. I love those little balls.
Yeah, the first time I had takoyaki was really bad, and I was like, I'm never gonna have this again. But then I was like drunk, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll get it, and then it was amazing. So I feel like I mean, like if you're fucking around with seafood, it really does matter the quality of it. But yeah, no, that's some good shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I was up for like 24 hours, and my brother wanted to do something, so I was like, let's go see the new Miyazaki movie. And entirely by coincidence, my brother wanted to go to like a Japanese place. I don't think he knew what the movie was at that point, but we went for like Japanese food, and I drank like it was like 11 a.m. and I was like getting like hammered at this random fucking like Japanese restaurant, and then we went to go see The Boy and the Heron, which was subbed by my local theater, which was nice, but I fell asleep like
Dude,
I fell asleep like 7 different times.
I fucking like sobbed during that movie, like violent sobbing. That movie tore me to shreds.
The Boy and the Heron.
Fucking good. It was really
Yeah,
fucking good.
I saw it.
I fell asleep like 17 different times during the movie.
I saw it like again recently. My girlfriend and I did like a double feature at the local theater, and I was like sobbing from our fucking viewing of The Boy and the Heron, and then we go to the next theater over a couple hours later to go watch fucking Skinamarink, which is like this like terrible horror movie. It's not terrible, it's just okay.
I gotta say, watching Skinamarink in a house and then immediately going to bed afterwards and having night terrors made the movie better in my opinion.
I liked the movie a lot more when I woke up the next morning because Skinamarink spoilers. If you care about that sort of stuff, skip like 5 minutes ahead or something. But there, like the last scene where the
what is it called? Skinamarink? What?
Skinamarink.
Okay.
The last scene of the movie with like the woman, the demon or whatever the fuck it is over Kevin, like the grainy footage. That shit, like I woke up and it scared me a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
But that's
It
That's
has
it.
like certain images that really stick with you, like that like one scene of like where like his blood was just shooting out and then it was reset and then it gets shot out again and it gets like it keeps like he's clearly being tortured and like you just have to watch this grainy VHS footage of like fucking blood getting splattered and then the scene just ends with him like whispering help and it's like that's fucked. That's really fucked up and it's kind of lopsided because at the end it like shows you some really like unnerving shit but like for the beginning there's just not a lot of shots that are like stunning to me, which if you're gonna do a movie like that where there's like no fucking dialogue, you gotta like wow me a bit more in the first half.
Yeah, there was one scene in that movie that like I thought it was really gonna pick. So I will say that that movie did something very well in that it made me very uncomfortable and very unnerved and unsettled for the entire time, and that's like a good thing from a horror movie. But there was this one scene where Kylie, I think was her name, or Kaylee, her mom is there after not being shown the entire movie. Her mom is in her room and she walks into the room and her mom tells her to look under the bed and she does and nothing's there. And you go back and the mom is gone and the mom is like, close your eyes. The mom goes to the closet and you just hear the mom getting like fucking killed by a fucking demon. That scene was like genuinely unsettling and terrifying. And then it doesn't pick up from there. That's like the climax of the movie and it just like it edges you and then just like goes to play fucking Guilty Gear.
Yeah, that you know what's funny? That scene I was watching it with my roommate, and we really like loved that scene because we watched it again and went frame by frame because like something like moves out of the closet at the end, and we wanted to see if we could go frame by frame to see what it was, and we turned on the subtitles too, and for some reason there's like a very like quiet sound that for some reason is subtitled as bones crunching and I was like
Yeah,
oh,
that's the what I was talking about, how the mom was like getting killed by the demon.
but it's like it didn't sound like bones to me, but like the fact that it's like her bones are crunching in there, that's
And
so
she's like
scary.
she's like moaning and shit from pain in the closet because she's
Yeah.
getting fucking killed.
It's really effective in certain moments. They do that fucking jump scare with the phone. And like that weird little toy phone with the fucked up
The
little
phone
eyes.
and with Kaylee with no face or yeah. The more I talk about Skinamarink, the more like
I googled Skidamarink and I found it's a kid song. It's Skidamarink a Dink. Super simple puppets, kid songs.
it's also a movie.
Okay.
Maybe put like a prefix.
Movie?
Like cut the spoiler warning. Put it at the start of the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the more I talk about Skinamarink, the more I like it. It was just like very boring at a lot of points in the movie, which is I think if I watched it again in theaters, I would like it more. But I would never watch that shit in my house because I wouldn't.
It's like inviting evil. It's inviting evil into your living space, which is why
it's
I feel
not
like
inviting evil. It's I'm gonna go to fucking bed.
Yeah,
because it's so damn boring.
I watched The Exorcist the other day. That was dope.
I've never seen that movie because it's too scary for me.
I've never seen it, but last night I saw Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
That's sick. You and Ava watched Beverly Hills Chihuahua, but not The Exorcist?
Yeah. Was Ava there? I don't know. There was a lot of people. I just don't remember. She might have been like asleep or something. I was really high, and I also was on my 3DS like the whole movie.
That's sick.
Believe it or not, Beverly Hills Chihuahua it's not a great movie.
We got to get more autistic bitches from Ohio. What are you saying?
The like intended viewing experience that the directors of Beverly Hills Chihuahua made was that you were supposed to be like on a 3DS, not fully paying attention to it. I think that's what they had in mind. I think you got it as good as you could have. It's like when people go to 4D theater and like it kind of gives them an extra experience. That's what you got.
Yeah.
What do you think like children's movie directors, like just the direct to DVD children's movie directors have going through their mind when they're making their shit.
Probably
there's got-
sorrow.
Most
Like,
of them gotta have, like, they've got to work at Target or something as a manager. It's not something that you do in like your career.
The
There's
one
no
I'm
way.
thinking of is there's this one wolf children's movie called Alpha Omega that had like 4 fucking. It's not Omegaverse shit.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a very interesting title for a children's movie.
And that's just like the first one that came to mind because there are like 5 of those movies and they're all direct to DVD and they're called Alpha and Omega.
I knew somebody that, like, as a little kid, is like, you remember the Airbud movies, right?
Yeah,
what?
yeah. My circle has been discussing them.
As
I'm not happy about it, but yeah.
A high council about honestly I think Snow Buddies is probably in my top 3.
as a kid, I don't know if he really believed this, but he always made it very clear that he made it very known that he always read Airbuddies as Airbud dies. Because it's spelled the same. He'd always say, I don't want to watch that one. That one might scare my little brother.
What a horrifying thought. To imagine such a talent leaving us too soon.
Nowhere in the rulebook does it say that a dog can't die.
Oh.
What? Airbud? What if Airbud fucking died in the Airbud movies? That would suck. Do you guys think I could write a book? Like, how easy would that be?
I think it would be pretty
You
easy.
could do it easily.
Give me the synopsis. That's a big word.
My life story.
Autobiography. I would keep that. I would get that shit framed.
Drake wrote a book. You could write.
Honest to gracious.
Drake can write a book. Drake is also God. Don't compare it as if Drake is not doing something that only Drake could do.
Sure.
No,
could lift the world.
No, Paige could do what Drake does easily.
Drake's name is fucking Aubrey Graham. I could do something better than someone named Aubrey Graham could.
Yeah.
Being named Aubrey is crazy. As a guy.
He doesn't even need his name when he transitions.
Very Canadian.
Give it 5 years,
Yeah.
he's not gonna change his name, I bet you.
If Drake were a Pokemon trainer, he would be fairy type.
True.
Don't say that about my Drizzy.
Jay Easy is streaming Melee, guys. Hold on, we gotta end the podcast.
No, wait, holy shit.
Oh,
Who's he play?
It's pretty
No,
cold out here, anyways.
I'm kidding. We're not ending the podcast.
It's over.
You gotta stay in here. You're in Mississippi.
Wait, did we mention this before? But Anna's outside currently.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
my feet are freezing.
Story with that.
The current setup is Anna is outside and Skyla and Susie are like huddled up next to a microphone.
I had to bring
They've
some
got,
in my
like-
backpack.
Yeah, specifically so that we could record this. Because last week we were gonna record something, but Morgan fell asleep during the episode that we were gonna record last week, which is why no episode came out last week.
Oh, what about
Yeah.
me?
You
He
fell
was-
asleep when we were
you
gonna
were
record the
sleeping.
host episode.
I was dangerously close to falling asleep today.
Yeah,
The
I
immense
can
weight
tell
of talent of
actually.
being a podcaster.
You weren't this is
I would have just gotten Oliver on and
Yeah.
Replacement host.
Oliver would have been the replacement host and we would have had Skyla and Susie on.
See, that would be very funny.
That'd be like a funny bit to do for like 10 minutes of an episode just to have Oliver
I
on.
think it would be really funny if you had somebody replace Morgan, but then not acknowledge that it wasn't Morgan and just always call them Morgan.
Yeah, that'd be a good bet. No one would notice.
That would be
I
a good
think-
bit.
How could you prove it?
Well,
You
they
can
would-
get Jim. You'll need a mascot, like
Yeah.
a Lucky Sidekick.
I think a really like ascended bit that we could do is we have like a few friends of the show just come on and pretend to be all of us. Like we fucking get Alex on to pretend to be me. We get Oliver on pretend to get Morgan, and we get fucking Miller on to pretend to be Anna.
That shit's a great bit.
Maybe that's what we do for the.
Dude, I'd have to think who I would have to cast as myself.
Definitely
You
Oliver.
three don't post like yourselves on camera for the specific podcast. So at some point, if you are all, you should do an in-person episode, but you all just dub your voices over like paid actors.
Yeah.
So
Or run it
it's
through like
have to be,
the
three
Chinese
old men.
AI. Yeah.
Hire one impressionist on Fiverr to do all of you.
What if you just got the Dracula Flow guy to do all of your voices and just pretend that he just has like a few different impressions that he does for the podcast?
I think he can only do one voice.
No, but he doesn't. You're dubbing over it. They're dubbing over it. So he just needs to do like the lip movements.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Fucking commission him to do hours and hours of fucking.
Make it one of the 3-hour episodes too.
We are never doing another 3-hour episode.
Do a 24-hour episode like your streamers.
Isn't that like a fucking episode of iCarly? They do like 24.
Fucking
Wait,
babies.
what? God,
Do you like
Dan
it?
and I are really fucking like the whips to their backs during that shit, man. Fucking God.
Not in real life, in the fictional TV show.
Oh, in the fictional. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes more sense. That makes way more sense.
We should do a 24-hour live stream.
We should 24-hour live stream. We gotta play games.
Have guests.
We gotta do the chaser call-in hour where we accept chaser. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm like really obsessed with chaser call-ins. We gotta do the.
Make a Grinder account for all three, like for all three of you. Like but then anybody that messages you, just say, "Hey, call me right now," and then just have them on the show.
Give them a Google
Yeah,
voice
just
number.
like fucking entrap random Grinder users to coming on.
Genius.
So we can
That
fucking
might be
tell
the-
them with questions, yeah.
That would unironically, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's so mean.
wanna-
Just
you guys-
fucking, like mentally torturing old gays with like the promise of
chasing.
yeah.
I'll say that I'm like 40, so it's more believable.
I think you look like
So it's more. Well, no, it's a call-in, so they won't see me.
Uh-huh.
I'll just be on the phone.
I'd say you look like a marble statue. You do not look like you do not look like a 40-year-old. Also, Morgan, I have something to say to you.
Okay.
Don't you ever dare post cow violence again. Not really. I'm just that fucking cow video of the cow stepping out of the trailer.
Oh, did I get kicked from the fucking
You did get kicked for that because someone blocked you.
What?
You
what-
got kicked for that because that was fucked up.
Wait, what
It
happened?
It was a little fucked up, and as a big fan of cows, I must say that is a sad thing to post. But at the same time, the cow looked all right. It didn't look that violent. The cow
I
looked
think the
okay.
cow fucking died.
No way! It like kind of just like there was no cars behind it. I feel like cows are big.
That car is going pretty. Anyway, for context, what we're talking about, there's a video floating around on Twitter of a cow leaving its what do you call it?
Trailer.
Heard?
Yeah, a cow leaving its trailer on the highway going like 60 miles an hour. And the back grate is just like gone. So the cow is just like, don't mind if I do, and just fucking steps out like onto the
Yeah, it's really fucked up.
onto the
It's
moving
disgusting.
road. It's not that
Concerned
fucked
bystander.
up. You fucking
There's
eat cows
people-
all the time. Like, come on, like get a grip.
No, I didn't.
I'm
I gave
trying to
up.
eat less beef.
I gave
that's
up
another-
meat for New Year's.
Yeah.
One of
Okay.
Susie's resolutions is to stop eating beef because she wants cows and she.
I felt increasingly guilty eating cows
She's
and
very
pigs.
cow-pilled.
Cows, pigs, squids, octopus. Like any like animals that show like a higher degree.
How often are you eating those?
Every day.
Well, takoyaki.
I
I like
could-
takoyaki.
I can make the resolution right now that I won't eat a squid ever again, and I will do
You
that.
don't eat fish. You don't even eat sushi. So like, I love sushi. So that's why
I don't think that octopus is the most common of seafoods.
I can get it though at the restaurant when I go. So I'm gonna get it because I liked it.
I am dating somebody in Australia. I can get kangaroo, and yet I have never eaten a kangaroo.
That'd be
Why
fucked
would you
up.
want to eat kangaroo though?
In Australia, they have an overpopulation problem with kangaroo. So, and they can't farm them, but it is not only legal but encouraged to hunt kangaroo and eat it. So there's a huge like kangaroo game business.
That is true. I'll vouch for that.
I think if
Is
you
it-
want to eat a kangaroo, you should have to box it yourself.
Well, no, but then you would never eat kangaroo ever because a kangaroo can
No.
just kill you.
No,
I do like the idea of everybody that hunts kangaroos just punches them to death.
you saw one video of the guy just sucker punching a kangaroo that was attacking his dog, and it just
stole his
stopped.
fucking dog. It had his dog in a fucking headlock, so
Yeah, and then he gives it one fucking big old punch to the head, and it's like it just wasn't expecting that smoke. So like what I'm saying is, I get one good punch in on the kangaroo, it's done. Its brain is scrambled. They're tiny.
Right,
Brain
then how are
animals.
you killing it?
I just keep going.
You guys know how that Metal Gear Solid 5 doesn't let you kill the children?
Really?
Yeah.
but you can
like,
punch them, I think.
That's most games though.
you can punch the
No,
children.
You can definitely kill children, but it's like it boots you out of the
They
game.
don't
It's
want you to
like,
kill the
well,
children
you
because
killed
that
a
takes away the
child,
fun.
or like,
I know in Baldur's Gate 3 you can kill goblin children, but you can't kill normal children.
That's so fucked up, and also fucked up from you to say normal children. That is pretty fucked up though. Goblins are alive. They feel they speak in. Wait, I've never played Baldur's Gate 3. Do the goblins speak with a Cockney accent? Is that just a thing that all goblins like do?
I'm gonna be real. I'm normal. I don't know.
I just know that, like all the orcs, they're all like blimey in Lord of the Rings. So I want to know if like is this just a thing? Well, the
Wait.
trolls in Warcraft, they all say Zug Zug and me lord and stuff.
Things that
No,
Cockney people
Wait.
the orcs don't say that. What? No,
Orcs
No,
say
in
the
Warcraft they say
Lord?
Zug.
no.
Zug
The
Zug.
the
They go
humans in
zug zug.
Warcraft say yes, me lord, and shit
What?
like that, and the orcs say zug zug, and something need doing. That's what they say in
Oh,
Warcraft.
something me doing. That's what it was. Sorry. Yeah.
You're a
That's-
fake ass fan.
Orcs would
I
never
haven't played
say
it.
my
I
lord.
played Warcraft in high school. I will take the L on that one.
What was that, a
Fucking-
million years ago?
It was a million years ago. I'm an old decrepit
Genuinely
woman, and I
blasphemous coming in front of me and
Yeah.
Anna and saying that shit.
yeah, sorry. My bones are brittle and old, and I am basically senile. I apologize.
I'm
We forgive
42.
you.
Dang. Oh yeah.
Nah, real talk though. I turned 33 this year. I'm scared about it.
It's okay.
I'm gonna be
I think
chill
you can
about it.
call yourself young until you hit 40. That's just
Until I
you.
hit 40.
Yeah, until you hit 40, you can call yourself young. I think the 30s are the prime of people's lives.
Susie wants at least 5 more years being young, and she's just saying that.
I transitioned at
she-
25. I'm allowed to say whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, and as a 35-year-old woman, you want to be young for a little bit longer.
I will kill you.
I feel old as hell. I can feel my fucking bones deteriorating.
I don't.
I always have ailments. It sucks.
Yeah.
My knees hurt. My
I
back
feel you
hurts.
there.
Fucking clothes.
Did you bring up the one ailment?
Oh
that I've had
yeah,
since I'm-
my like joints are deteriorating or something.
Yeah.
The fucking when the fucking like the Pharrell song like Happy came on like the radio today, I'm like, this is fucking like 10 years old.
Does anybody else's knees make a lot of noise when they go upstairs?
Yeah.
Not every time.
Mine don't, but if I bend my knees and put weight on it, there's like a 75% chance I feel like a sharp stabbing pain, like somebody is like gouging them out. Just because I
Oh,
skated when I
damn.
was a kid. a lot. I've had bad knees, like old person bad knees, since I was like 16.
Yeah, same. I gotta wear a brace if I walk long distances.
That's I think yours are probably worse than mine. I don't do that, or I'm just really irresponsible, but I am leaning towards mine. I don't have to wear a brace because I don't need one as much as you.
I
Everyone
think it should
Venmo
be
and
illegal to be
$10.
mean.
Everybody has to Venmo whoever has the worst knees $10.
Yeah, saying sorry for your knees in the message. But I agree. We shouldn't be mean.
You know that people that have working knees make statistically more money than people who don't? People that don't have working knees make 70 cents on the dollar.
Where are you pulling this
I bet it's
statistic from?
less.
Yeah.
I don't know
Anna's a
what you're
girl.
talking about.
Skyla makes up
I have-
lies. Thanks to
I
seeing
have
people.
no idea
I don't.
either.
Love lying.
Sky-
Lying is awesome.
I've never lied.
Skyla learned how to play poker and was like, "This is the greatest game ever. I can lie to people and make money while doing it."
No, I didn't say that. I said I can lie to people I care about.
Oh, okay, true.
That let's be specific. Aria taught me in last time we went up to Atlanta in like early December, and I like just never learned how to play poker before. But at Hollis' place, people play poker most parties, and the day after there was one. Aria taught Susie and I how to play poker, and I really liked it because it meant that I got to lie to the people that I love.
Was I there for that?
No, I don't think you were.
Yeah, that was the no.
Wait,
Not
was
this
that
time.
Hala's birthday? Oh yeah, I wasn't there for
Hala-
that.
It was called the Johnny Raven party.
Yeah. I didn't go to that because I had just broken up with my ex-boyfriend and he was gonna be there.
Ah, true, fair, very true and fair.
Like a month ago. But
That is real.
IDGAF.
Real.
Yeah.
Sure. We should I think we should wrap it up there.
I'm there for that because my
Yeah.
feet
Yeah.
are freezing.
Anna's freezing.
Yeah, I got work
haven't-
at 3. I got work at 3:30 in the morning tomorrow. So
Godspeed, you morning grinder.
And I just want to
Yeah.
lie to more of the people I love. So
Right.
Susie and Skyla. Susie first. Where can we find you guys? Where can we find Susie?
I'm at Sewer Shroom on Twitter, and if you follow me, you will eventually hear music and art from me. So, yeah, just at Sewer Shroom on Twitter. Check it out if you want.
Cool.
yeah, and I'm Skyla. I'm on Twitter and anything that I care about as Napalm Shoddy. Just Napalm SHAWTY. I post art and I have some music and I'm working on a lot more. I just have to not procrastinate.
And she does commissions.
what
Commission
about your
her.
Minecraft videos?
I haven't made my content for a few years now.
Okay, so okay.
Yeah, ever since those twit longers.
Shut up. Shut up. You know the people that posted those weren't allowed to be on Twitter at that point anyway. It's
Oh my. All right. Yeah, we're good.
yeah.
Yeah, we got our stuff out.
Call it there. I love you, Sneed Cell family.
Yeah. Sneed Cell.
Okay.
Bye.
Yippee. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming on. Bye bye.